Welcome back. On Tuesday, October 1st, Oyate Group, Fundación Rica, and New York State Senator Luis Sepulveda launched the inaugural Oyate Global Rising Scholarship, a comprehensive program offering 2 full-ride scholarships for high school seniors in the Dominican Republic to attend the City College of New York. Augustina Warton, the director of programs for Oyate Group, joins me now to share more about this scholarship. Augustina, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, before we get into the details about the scholarship, can you just tell me how this amazing collab started to kind of help children or teenagers in the Dominican Republic?
Sure. So we started Global Rising Scholarship because Tomas Ramos, our CEO and founder of the Oyate Group, met with Senator Sepulveda and a representative from Fundación Rica in the Bronx just to talk about what are the needs of the Dominican diaspora. And once they sort of got to talking, they really centered around education and the importance of education for Dominican young people and how valuable it is for that experience to be in the United States.
Now, can you tell me a little bit more about the scholarship in general? Is it something that is strictly for teenagers in the Dominican Republic, or is it something that New Yorkers can get into as well?
This specific scholarship is for folks who are from the Dominican Republic and currently live in the Dominican Republic. So it's for high school seniors who have an 85% average and are graduating this year, and they can apply to be freshmen at City College for the fall.
That's amazing. And I also want to say I went to City College, so I was really
Amazing.
excited to hear that.
I teach at City College.
Oh, really?
So,
Oh, it's
yeah.
a great school, so I think this
We
is
love it.
amazing. Now, why was there a need to help support, youth in the Dominican Republic attend college in New York City?
Yeah, well, the Oyate Group's mission is to bridge the gaps of services and resources. And so one thing that we know is that education is really important for economic mobility, and also that the Dominican diaspora has such a large population in New York City. So to be able to come here brings some cultural relationships and strength in terms of recognizing your people when you come over, and so it makes it a little bit easier to have Dominican young people come from DR and sort of settle into New York City because we have such a wealth of resources for the Dominican population here.
Now, what is the importance of, having access to higher education just in general?
Yeah, it's a lot of things. We believe that education is for personal and academic growth is so important. You become a better contributor to your community. You have better options in terms of how you get paid and what you can do with your life. So yeah, it brings a lot of, like I said before, economic mobility and also opportunities for you to also bring back your skills to the Dominican Republic in this instance for our scholarship as well. So
That's amazing. Now, the scholarship also helps students with mentorship.
yes.
Why is it important to have this aspect help the students, and what does that mentorship look like?
We are going to be doing monthly mentorship meetings with both of the two scholarship recipients. These meetings are going to happen at Oyate's office and also in collaboration with City College and a lot of our community partners. And through that, we're able to offer a lot of different resources. It just really depends on who we end up giving the scholarships to. But we have a huge network in the city that we're excited to connect the students to once they get here.
Now, I'm curious to know, what are some other ways the students will receive support? Going to college, just in general, can be a huge milestone. And then to do it in a new city, I'm sure could also, have some impact on these students. So what are some other ways you assist the students on this journey?
Yeah, so in addition to a full scholarship for 4 years, plus visa assistance and room and board, a stipend, and then we give them paid summer internships. So it's really a full package, and we've worked with a lot of our partners to really think about what are the things that a young person might need if they're coming from a different country to the United States to study for 4 years. And we really feel like, and you probably know, City College is a wonderful place to bring two students to, because they have a lot of resources, particularly for immigrant students. And we're really excited to add them to the City College student life and have them offer all of their wonderful talents to the community there.
Now, you mentioned internships, which if you're in college or approaching college, that is probably one of the most important things that you kind of, just take on throughout your college journey. Can you
Yes.
talk a little bit more about the importance of these internships and why they could, help you kind of help put you on the right path throughout that journey?
Well, through all of Oyate's programs with our young people, we offer internship opportunities, so it's a big part of what we do as well. And so for these young people, particularly coming from the Dominican Republic, it's really about networking and being able to establish a lot of different connections in the career path that they want to explore and that they want to pursue once they graduate. And with that, you know how it is when you're looking for a job, you reach out to people who are already in the field and say, hey, do you know of somebody who might know someone? Hopefully you have those kinds of connections, and that's what really gets you in the door oftentimes for your first position. So we want to really support that with all of the young people we work with, and we will definitely do that for our scholarship recipients as well.
Now, what are the requirements students need to apply?
They need to live in the Dominican Republic, they need to go to public school, and they need to have an 85% average or above to apply.
Now, I think it's so amazing that we're having this conversation here in the Bronx. As
Yes.
many people know, we have a large Dominican population here. What are some things, maybe if somebody's listening and they have a family member in the Dominican Republic, what's something they should definitely share about this scholarship that could help maybe, a kid in the Dominican Republic, feel encouraged to apply?
Well, it's open, like I said, to everyone who is in the Dominican Republic, who's in a public school and who's a senior. They can go to our website, oyategroup.org, and find out all the information that they might need. They can apply there. So if the person here wants to send it to them, they can totally do that. And if they want to get in touch with us, they're more than welcome to ask questions. It's a full scholarship, so we
Which
really
is
hope
pretty
to get
amazing, like a full 4-year
Yes.
ride that could definitely change someone's
plus
life.
room and board, dorm, everything.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I wish I had that.
I do too.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Now, what are some other qualities you would like to see in a student, beyond their academic, achievements? What would you like to see from, students that are signed up for this scholarship?
Yeah, we're open to any major. It doesn't matter what you want to do. It's more so your passion for, take a look at Oyate's mission, giving back to the community, wanting to help your community, and being able to really express in your application your enthusiasm for studying, coming to the United States, what you can make out of that opportunity. Because we understand it's important to bring young people the resources that they need to succeed, no matter if it's in the Dominican Republic or in the Bronx. So if they can say that and articulate that in a way that conveys their enthusiasm and their interest, then it's an application base. There's a panel, and hopefully, they'll get their ear.
Now, I want to talk a little bit more about City College's role in this. I know that you mentioned your background in City, with City College. Can you explain, what does it mean for this huge, college, really respected college in New York City to kind of be a part of this?
Yeah, we chose City College for all of the reasons that we've been talking about. It's a beautiful campus. They have a lot of resources for immigrant students. There is a wealth of different majors and minors that students can explore. It's a really diverse campus, so our young people won't feel singled out as kind of like key diversity, students, but actually part of the community, because there is also the Dominican Institute, the Dominican Studies Institute there at City College, and the administration is so helpful in thinking about what kind of supports students from other countries may have when they get there. So City College is just amazing, and we're really excited to be able to offer this partnership to students who are coming.
Now, what do you hope to see for the future of this scholarship and the program in general?
Well, it's called the Global Rising Scholarship, so not the Dominican Republic Scholarship. So we're hoping to, in the future, partner with other countries to offer a similar scholarship to different young people in countries where getting a higher education isn't as accessible. So, accessing higher education leads to economic mobility. It also is important to strengthen relationships with other people. So, yeah.
And I want to take a moment just to talk about Oyate Group in general,
Yeah.
since we didn't get into it in the beginning. But for those who may not have seen or heard about the organization before, can you just give us an overview about the work Oyate Group does to help the community?
Yeah, so the Oyate Group was founded by Tomas Ramos. Our mission is to alleviate poverty, and we do that through a three-prong approach, and that is working with young people, doing community initiatives, which are more fast response initiatives like giving emergency food or emergency funding to different organizations that might need it. And then we also have programs for small businesses and entrepreneurs. So all of those programs are really looking to bridge the gap in resources and also to partner with organizations so that the strengths of New York are connected and given to folks who need them the most.
Well, Augustina, I want to thank you so much for joining us. We've had the pleasure to speak with Oyate Group many times before, and it's always an amazing program going on. So thank you so much for sharing a little bit more about this one.
Thank you so much.
To learn more about this scholarship, please go to oyategroup.org/Dominican-Republic. Stay tuned. We have more open for you right after this.